on the record in a courtroom with a judge. Donald Trump does fake news. It's a matter of fact now. The lawyer said, "Is that true, Mr. Pecker? Was that your purpose in locking up the Karen McDougal story to influence the election?" Yes. Guys, read that on screen. It is literally Donald Trump and David Pecker doing fake news. Tyler, he worked to keep things from you. Donald Trump told Mr. Pecker to keep these things away from your eyes. And he told him to promote lies about Donald Trump's competitors. Remember the old meme about Ted Cruz having something to do with the JFK assassination? How his father was involved with that stuff like that, and Castro and shit like that? That came from David Pecker, who was creating fake news. But you liked that fake news, so you bought it. So you gave it a big fat thumbs up. You loved the fake news. Conservatives love fake news if it agrees with them. If real news doesn't agree with them, they don't like it. Reality tastes like shit. Bullshit is delicious. And nobody eats up and scoops up and devours more bullshit than conservative right-wingers. If you're watching, press the subscribe button, press the like button, press the thumbs up. Subscribing is scientifically proven to make me happier, and it'll probably make you happier too. So you should do that. They love that shit. They eat that shit up. They gobble it, blah, 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 blah. From Tyler earlier, that Obama's gay and his wife is a trans. Bullshit. But it tastes good to them, so they keep eating it. And Donald Trump knows this, so he keeps giving you more. He knows this. He literally worked with David Pecker to give you fake news. And we have it on court documents. We have it from a lawyer on the record in a courtroom with a judge. Donald Trump does fake news. It's a matter of fact now. Trump projects his own sins. Yeah, he does. Kissing gods. I agree. Trump projects his own sins. D.C. Biggest push of Trump's so-called trials. That they are literal trials, Tyler. It's not so-called trials. He's officially in court. You think that it's not real because it disagrees with you. Daddy Donald keeps dangerous news away from my eyes. Yeah, isn't that nice of him to keep all the bad news away from you? Yeah, they drank it. They loved that snake oil. Gonzo. Absolutely right. The bullshit is delicious, and so they gobble it up. They eat it up as fast as possible. They like it. They love it. They want some more of it. Reality tastes like shit. Bullshit is delicious. I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna embroider that on a pillow or something like that. Does it taste like shit? Yes. Well, maybe it has some reality to it. Medicine tastes like shit, but it works. You know what doesn't taste like shit? Sugar. Sugar's bad for you, you know? Made-up facts are delicious to you. Made-up facts are delicious to everyone, Tyler. Even I could fall victim to that because it agrees with me. What I have to do then is say, hey, this tastes really good. Is it good for me? Let me see. Let me flip it around. I'll take your side for a moment, Tyler, and find a delicious piece of bullshit on the liberal left side. Mueller was going to save us. Mueller was going to come in, and during that the entire Trump thing, he was going to do an investigation. He was going to find the thing, and he was going to save us. He was going to bring forth all the facts and all the reality, and it was going to make us all. He was going to find all the crimes. He was going to find the Russia collusion, and he was going to prosecute him. The collusion was there. They found a little bit of it, not a lot, but some, and it didn't actually get Trump kicked off, and he was not indicted for it, and he wasn't impeached over it. I don't know. You could suggest that there is some delicious bullshit around BLM. Sometimes we could, on the left, over-exaggerate the benefits of such a thing, and we say, hey, yeah, if anything went wrong with BLM, it was definitely an agent provocateur. It was definitely someone who was paid to go there. It was a paid agitator. You know, it's happening at the protests right now. Far more topical. The protests that are happening now at the colleges are possibly anti-Semitic, and there are possibly some people there who are supporting Hamas. They're a very, very small amount, and if they are there, they're going to be overblown. But it would be bullshit for me to look at you and say that no one there is doing it. The vast majority of people at these protests are peaceful. Is there something that could go wrong? Yes. Are they dangerous? No. On the whole, no. Did some things get lit on fire during the BLM protests? Yes. Some things got broken. Some places got looted. It would be bullshit of me to say that nothing went wrong, and that nothing happened, and nothing got burned, and nothing got looted. That would be bullshit. It's pleasant and delicious to me to say that BLM was the giant, biggest protest in my lifetime and was 100% peaceful. That would be bullshit. It was 98% peaceful. Much Russian involvement. People have gone to prison. There's instances of communication that are highly suspect, not qualified to violate the law, stinky, and shiny turd nonetheless. Right. The Mueller report said, hey, here's the evidence. Are you, the Senate, going to do anything about it? And the Senate said no. There was no collusion. Yes, there was. It was proven in the Mueller report. But you were told that there wasn't because the news lies to you, Tyler, and you love it. That's bullshit. That's tasty bullshit. That's that tasty bullshit. Oh, there's no collusion. Nom, 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 tasty bullshit that you're eating. There was much collusion, and since the collusion itself was not exactly a crime, the efforts of the activity surrounding it do reveal the Russians and Trump camp were very involved with one another, and I think it's not true as willful ignorance. That's the tasty bullshit. BLM's evil organization. Tasty bullshit. Worse than the KKK. Tasty, delicious bullshit, Tyler. That destroyed cities. Destroyed cities. They're gone. Call the Rand McNally Map Company. Have them removed. Those cities are gone. Aggravated race relations in their country. No, that's the bullshit that you want to eat, Tyler. The reality is that your country is systemically racist. That tastes like shit, Tyler. I know it does. It tastes like shit to me. But I recognize that it's reality, and so I've eaten that shit. But you refuse that reality and instead eat bullshit. It is not reality. You don't know what reality is anymore, Tyler. You're so far out. You don't know what is real. You are based purely on your feelings. If a fact makes you feel bad, it's not real. If a fact makes you feel good, it is real. Just like you said about Obama being gay, just like you said about his wife being trans. Those things make you feel good. There's no evidence for them. They are not facts. They are literally anti-facts. They are the opposite of the truth. But it makes you feel good. And hence, you believe it. Because belief is the problem. Race supremacy is a form of emotional, intellectual, and psychological inferiority. I agree completely, Gonzo. That is completely true. They've been destroyed and deep rebuilt them overnight and put in a crisis actor. the crisis actor cities, is that what we're talking about? The cities that were wiped off them, BLM wiped them off the map, and then they got rebuilt by crisis actors to be crisis buildings. I like that. The BLM org stole money and non-productively fanned flames and rich tensions. It simply isn't comparable to the KKK. Yeah, the BLM org was put together by opportunists who gathered money and then just kept it and did a bad charity scam. So that's different than the millions of people who were protesting. Different thing entirely. Keep in mind that schizophrenic and highly autistic people use the internet to and often lack awareness of their own communications, and how those communications impact others. Yeah, you're right, but I'm having fun with them. There's a small percentage, less than 4% of the violence deemed riot with BLM during the Trump. Yeah, exactly. So it's 96% peaceful. It would be bullshit of me as a leftist to say that they were 100% peaceful and nothing got burnt and nothing got looted. That would be bullshit that I would gobble up. Nom 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 nom. But there's some math here, and if Tyler were really good at arguing, he would put forward some sort of study or case or sociology study or something along those lines that said it wasn't actually 4% violent, but 12% violent, and that would make my bullshit, my delicious reality, my shitty reality, worse. Has he done that? No. Has anybody done that? No. You want to hate what we have now because they give you a reason to push so-called progress, saying, no, America's great and we want to conserve that. Right. You want things to not get better because it's good enough for you. Tyler, it's not good enough for me. I want America to be better tomorrow than it was today. I want America to be better next year than it is right now because I love America for what it could be, not what it once was. That is the difference between our ideologies entirely. I want America to be better tomorrow for the people who are going to be born tomorrow. You want the people of tomorrow to be born into yesterday. And you think that the past is better than the future. Incrementalism. Yeah, KBP, incrementalism. I want to start a whole political party called incrementalism. Move slightly forward a little bit at a time. Make tomorrow just a little bit better. And then the day after that, just a little bit better again. pass a new law next year that increases the amount of freedom that humans have. And if it goes wrong, if it goes badly, listen to the conservatives, listen to the Tylers, and they can tell you why the past was better. If they're wrong, we move forward anyway. If they're right, then we slow down and we back up. Build the wall one brick at a time. Texas should pull out of the union and fuck the libs. Texas pulling out of the union would ruin the entire state. My man, you live on another planet. Texas would fail completely. They would shut the hell down. All the military would leave. The vast majority of the population would leave. They would become a third world country or worse. Then they would come crawling back, begging to get back in. That's exactly what would happen. And the entire United States would be much better off. And then we would reconstruct them, just like after the Civil War, where we did Reconstruction. I think, honestly, that's what would happen. But they won't. They won't fuck the Union and no. They will crash and burn. And so many people will go directly into poverty. So many people will be harmed. So many people will be in a humanitarian crisis that after a year or two, they would come begging to get back in. There's documentation in Germany made a collaboration between a well-known German YouTube team and public broadcasting about the former American elections about Trump and how the Russian spy apparatus called Putin's Baron. Sadly, it's only available in German. It's freaking good. Yeah, okay. Just break it into 50 states. Yeah. Do you want to have a complete lack of free trade? Yeah, weird. The cartel would make them an offer they couldn't refuse. Yeah, it would be a nightmare. It would be absolute bedlam, front to back, top to bottom. They aren't allowed to do so, and it would be an entire shit show. I mean, shit show, top to bottom, beginning to end. People dying, poverty, riots. The military would pull, if they even allowed the governor to do the thing, and I don't think they would. I think the military would immediately go in there, get rid of the governor, put in a martial law. They really would. That's what I think would actually happen. If someone allowed them, if the federal government allowed them to secede, it would be an absolute shit show. Oh hi, thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. The algorithm loves it when you watch it all the way to the end of the video. If you want to keep the algorithm happy, and I know you do, press the subscribe button, press the thumbs up button, leave a comment, tell me what you're thinking, tell me what you're feeling, and let's all keep that algorithm happy. Thanks, have a good day.